Today you can go and play the long-awaited sequel to the radio-tuning, narrative-based ghost hunting 2016 game Oxenfree with Oxenfree 2, Lost Signals. Before today though, I got a chance to speak with the game director Bryant Cannon and composer Andrew Roman, who I wish I'd known was available beforehand because I would definitely have prepped some questions about both games' excellent scores, but in any case, here's what was said. Firstly, I asked, could you sum up your game in 3 sentences? To which the game director, Bryant Cannon, said, Oxenfree 2, Lost Signals is a choice-driven supernatural adventure where you play as Riley, a researcher who's investigating strange radio signals around the coast of Kamina. Equipped with only a radio and a walkie-talkie, Riley is tasked with closing an ominous portal that's appeared over the nearby Edwards Island, before beings of a mysterious nature consume the souls of the living. Connect with characters, solve puzzles, and ultimately choose your own path to your goal. I wondered, the first game left a lot of questions to be answered and threads I'm sure a lot of fans are curious to see pulled through. Do you think fans of the first game will get what they want from this new entry? To which Bryant said, we very intentionally designed the game to be engaging and accessible to new players as well as those who played the first game. That said, there are plenty of references to the first game, and there are many ways we flesh out the world even further. Time tears, for instance, are a new paranormal anomaly that act as windows to a different time. Whilst time travel was prevalent in Oxenfree, the characters never had much control over where or when they were traveling to. Until now. In general, I think looking at the world and the lore through new eyes will be as much of a delight for fans as it was for us, and fans will surely pick up on some of the new insights into what happened on Edwards Island years ago. My curiosity got the better of me in the next question, so I asked, I'm a big fan of ARGs and the like. I wanted to ask how you guys felt about the way people went through the ARG in the first game. It got pretty crazy. Was there anything unexpected about the ways players approached it? To which composer Andrew Roman said, overall I think it went great. The only surprise was how many folks were involved for the IRL bits towards the end. I don't have an exact count, but lots of people made the journey to recover the music box at Fort Ward. The after effects were/are great as well, a thriving community on Discord, documentaries were made about the experience, and we're happy and hopeful that a lot of the same folks will play and enjoy Oxenfree 2. And to follow that up, without giving away too much, will players who were deep into the previous game's ARG have something to wet their whistle in Oxenfree 2? To which he said, I cannot confirm or deny any specifics, but there are a few things afoot, maybe even some clues already out in the wild that haven't been solved yet. And then in brackets, emoji eyes, etc, etc. Moving back into the game proper though, my next question was about the new mechanics. So the big new system in this game is the walkie-talkie. It's Oxenfree 2, so you don't just have a one-way radio, you've got a two-way radio. It's fitting. This new mechanic allows players to contact a much wider cast of characters than those you meet physically during the game and contact them whenever you like. Why do you think this was important to add into the game? To which Bryant responded, your walkie-talkie is your lifeline to your boss, Evelyn, and it allowed us to open up the possibility, space, and world in Oxenfree 2. It's also the way to communicate with other useful and insightful folk along the coastline. If you help a local fisherman, Nick Stewart, with a small fetch quest, he'll give you a sense of what's happening up and down the coastline, even on Edwards Island. But if you decide you're too busy with the job, you can completely ignore Nick. The choice is yours, and it'll have consequences. My next question was, the greens and browns of the woodland environment plus the radio and two-way radio mechanics are absolutely my aesthetic and I am loving it. But I'm curious what inspirations you pulled from to create the game's look and feel and how it differs from the first game. Bryant said, we knew right away we wanted to bring back the look and feel of Oxenfree, but with more life, depth and movement. We thought, what would Oxenfree have looked like if it were made with a bigger team and more time? And we had to answer that without betraying what made Oxenfree look the way it does. So we stuck to our guns and then added to it. All of the 2D environments in the game are hand painted, this time for 4K resolutions, which serve as our backdrops. We were always very inspired by the Pacific Northwest, the fog, the trees, the mystery, the melancholy, the feeling that nothing is as it seems. Great fodder for horror and mystery. Beyond that though, we gave wind and grass some subtle swaying movements. We added more background elements to create a sense of depth, and we generally just allowed ourselves to create more moving parts and environments than the first game. Not to mention our more sophisticated effects and countless and more expressive animations. My final question was, what are you most excited to see players, especially fans, experience for the first time? To which Andy said, I can't spoil anything, but there are a few marquee moments that are really exciting. Tough to accomplish on the development side, but hopefully worth it. Aside from those non-specifics, I think players will really enjoy connecting with our new characters and environments. The art is really breathtaking. And that's all she wrote. Are you going to be playing Oxenfree 2? Tell me down below, and I'll see you next time.